I think this is probably the best of the lot. This is from the Plastic Flies.
How good were the Plastic Flies? They were good. Musically, they were good.
Imagine that you're in a band, your single's being played daily on national radio.
We were all set up. We just released a single. We were being played heavily in Radio 1.
Imagine that you're playing live concerts at the same venues as your idols.
Playing with The Clash, the adrenaline, these moments pass too quickly in your life.
Imagine that success is there for the taking.
By the time 1982, people were asking us to come and play at larger clubs.
We had interest from a record label in London.
Now imagine that you screwed it up. Big time.
But I think we blew it. We had it all in front of us. We had it all set up to make the next step, and we didn't. We just stopped at that point.
This is the story of the Plastic Flies. I'm Claire English, and I was there to watch them do it.
Okay, right at the beginning, who were the Plastic Flies?
A brief history lesson, so listen up. The Plastic Flies were a post-punk Glasgow-based band in the early 80s. They earned their reputation gigging in pubs and clubs across Scotland, and going to see them play was a must in that time.
It didn't matter if you could play or not, it was just your attitude.
Their hard-earned reputation bagged them support dates with many high-profile groups at the time.
We played support to Gary Newman's backing band in Dundee, which was an experience.
They were very electronic, and we just went on and just rocked the place to the extent that they almost didn't go on.
One night was the famous night when we played just about to walk on stage in 1982 when war was declared between Britain and Argentina.
I was at that show, and I can confirm this gig pitched the guys from Glasgow into that must-see category following an absolutely glowing review in the music bible Melody Maker.
Got that Melody Maker interview, a few gig reviews, some single reviews, and then bizarrely we got played on Radio 1.
You know, John Peel was the god of the radio.
Those are the Plastic Flies. Not a great name for a band, but a good single, I think.
Well, it's not the best name for a band. Yes, I agree. Not the best name for a band.
Our Glasgow boys soon caught the attention of Radio 1's legendary DJ John Peel, and that seal of maverick approval really put them on the map. With lead singer Martin's relentless drive, the Flies reached out to The Clash outside their hotel and convinced them to be their support band the next evening at the world-famous Glasgow Apollo.
We just approached them and said, look, we have a brilliant band, we're better than you, but we'd love to play with you. Do you want to listen to us? Joe Strummer said, I don't care if you sound like three fucking monkeys. You're playing.
Yet despite the progress, the Fab Four were falling out of sync with each other and questioning how committed they were about making it in the music industry. Inevitably, divisions killed off any chances of securing their longed-for success.
A lot of the dilemma comes from the fact that there were mixed levels of ambition.
We could have just given everything to music.
Paul, the drummer, he clearly wanted to be a lawyer.
I think possibly that was a frustration for Martin.
The Plastic Flies disintegrated amidst anger and recrimination, all four members scattering across the globe.
After leaving the band in the 80s, I sold all of my equipment. I stopped listening to music, I stopped playing music.
I don't mind saying I became an alcoholic for 7 years.
But they never stopped believing and had attitude aplenty. So, after 34 years, they've come together again to rekindle the spark.
About 2 years ago, I went back to Scotland, and I went through to Edinburgh to see Morris, and he went to his house. And we got talking about what we could do.
I just love music. I love composing music. I love mixing other people's music.
We always had a synergy between us, which I felt that artistic link, which was lost for over 30 years. The minute I saw him in the street in Edinburgh, it all came flooding back.
But this isn't a tale of fame, mega marketing and money. It's a story of lost opportunities, survival, self-belief and revived friendships that get together to fuel a dream with no limits.
The Resurrection Club project is very much a chance to look back and fix what you didn't do in life.
This is a phoenix. This is something buried that has been dug up.
There's a need to have another try.
I think this is a great opportunity to just make music with mates.
Martin Morrison might belong to the Never Give Up Club, the Nothing to Lose Club, the club that creates its own second chances. They are the Resurrection Club. second chances rarely arrive clearly, and they bring their own challenges. By 2020, as the world slipped into uncertainty, the band found themselves scattered across continents, different cities, different time zones, and very different circumstances.
Well, by the end of 2019, we had finished recording several tracks in Sol de Sant studio in Barcelona, and we had a body of work which at that point we were reasonably contented with. We moved into 2020, and as we all know very well, COVID struck.
Stone Me in Paradise came out of that moment. It captured a sense of personal collapse set against a world that already felt as though it was coming apart. Over time, the ideas began to accumulate. Lyrics, melodies, and fragments of songs were passed back and forward across borders.
And threw the world and all of us into turmoil. It threw my business world into turmoil. And it provoked significant problems for me and the security of my future, of what I'd been working for all my life.
By late 2024, the material was there. What it lacked was shape. Working this way was not always easy. Distance brought friction, but it also brought focus. As the recordings took form, it became clear this was not about nostalgia. The sound was harder, more direct, and less forgiving than anything they'd made before.
And then the end of 23, early 24, I was introduced in Barcelona to Robin Twelftree in his studios.
Oh, now the sun's come up. This gets no better. When I sleep, chances just drift away.
Some of the songs began to sound like warnings, not slogans and not gestures, but responses shaped by lived experience and a growing sense of urgency about the world around them.
Robin's background is one of more Ibiza, club, having worked with groups like The Prodigy. And it was a different angle to Morris and I, punk background, but there were definite synergies and there were definite gaps and opportunities.
Martin and Morris know they're not teenagers anymore. Urgency became part of the energy. If something mattered, it needed to be said while there was still time to say it.
Morris would write some super cool backing tracks. Then Martin would write a lyrics over the top, and then they'd bring that in and I would sprinkle some magic dust on it.
For Morris, the process became almost relentless. Writing was no longer something done in bursts. It became part of the rhythm of everyday life.
I'm quite open about the fact that I've got mental health issues which just strictly and severely limit my ability to travel. People say to me, oh, that must really limit you. You can't enjoy life, you can't participate fully, and even in things like recording projects and recording albums and so on. But I think the connectivity now that has just been a godsend.
Turned into us developing together a couple of tracks with a sound and a feel that we felt was very much the Resurrection Club. And we moved on making work, making tracks that reflected personal triumphs, personal turmoils, observations of the world, this crazy world, this mad world that we're living in right now. Well, at the end of the album is optimism, belief that you can survive, that you can surmount unbelievable challenges, no matter how bad it is, and I know people go through worse. The album is a testament to that.
So I could tell this project was really personal to Martin. I looked over, there was a little glisten of a tear there.
Survival slowly became more than just a song title. It became the thread that tied the whole project together, culminating in the album Survival. A statement of friendship and endurance, with music that rings with integrity and intelligence,
in this highly complex world that we currently live in.
Everybody who potentially listens to this will have their own survival story, will have their own survival ambition or dream. It's a really strong, really powerful kind of message just to share that you're not on your own, you're not alone. Everyone's been through or going through or may go through.
If I had to describe the album, I'd probably say it's saying things that really need to be said right now with the state that the world's in and certainly the direction we're going. And sometimes you need an old punk to do that.
If somebody asked me in one sentence to describe what I'd survived, I would say I survived today's world.
Every second.